like to start off by saying what happens in diseases with brain cell cancer. All right. So most brain tumors are caused by mutations in a gene that happens randomly, and genes are part of the cell that controls when the cell should grow and divide. And when cells form tumors by doubling and forming, tumors take control of the brain, and there's two types of different ways that can happen. There can be metastatic brain tumor, where the tumor of the brain would start off by different cancer cells, and they would lead up to the brain, or primary brain tumor, where the cells would start off in the brain, and then they would double up and form a tumor right in the brain.
General symptoms of brain cancer can be headaches, unexplained nausea or vomiting, vision problems, gradual loss of sensation or movement in the arm or a leg, difficulty with balance, speech difficulties, confusion in everyday matters, personality or behavior changes, seizures, and hearing problems. The causes for brain cancer are mostly unknown. People gain more chances of getting brain tumors as their age increases. Medical radiation and x-rays to the head also increases the risk of brain cancer. People who've had previous cancers such as leukemia and Hodgkin lymphoma as an adult also have an increased risk. A small proportion of brain tumors are related to known genetic conditions. Other medical conditions and medicines such as HIV or AIDS will also double the risk of being diagnosed with a brain tumor. Other possible risk factors include power lines, mobile phones, hair dyes, and smoking and alcohol.
Although there are really no known ways to get rid of brain cancer, there are many ways to prevent it. One way is to avoid environmental toxins such as lead and mercury, which can lead to neurological diseases. Another way is to avoid radiation to the head that can help prevent cancer, such as avoiding your cell phones and TVs. And then a very important way to prevent brain cancer is to avoid HIV infections, such as avoiding unprotected sex and using needles shared by HIV patients, because HIV is the leading cause of brain cancer.
So, treatment for brain cancer can include surgery to remove tumors, radiation, and chemotherapy. For low-grade tumors like grade 1 and 2, they use drugs and procedures like AEDs or steroids and surgery to remove tumors. But for the higher grade tumors like grade 3 and 4, they use long-term procedures that may take months or maybe even longer to, I guess the certain goal is to just slow the growth rather than end it as a whole or kill the tumor because it's that high of a grade of a tumor. But they use procedures like radiation therapy and chemotherapy, and just to decide like what procedures to use or the grade of the tumor, they have certain characteristics that they base it on, like the subject's age, health, medical history, and the type, location, and size of the tumor, and of course the patient's tolerance to specific medications. For therapy, for radiation therapy basically destroys tumor cells or just slows the growth if it's that high of a tumor or high grade of a tumor. For chemotherapy, they use specific drugs to kill the cancer cells, and this process takes a lot longer than radiation therapy and is a lot more pain enduring than any other cancer treatment that's out there. But they also have special treatment for targeted therapy, it's called targeted therapy, and it picks out growth pathways of cells to slow growth or to just destroy the tumor cell all at once.
In general, the frequency of brain cancer occurs with age. being the more older you get, the more likely you are to get brain cancer. Individuals above the age of 65 are the most likely to receive brain cancer, but nearly 70,000 people were diagnosed with brain cancer in the past year, 4,600 being children from the age of 0 to 19.